Good morning. I'm going to be going over the 4.03 lab really quickly. So you're going to go to the Content tab from your OHS page and open up Unit 4 and 4.03. And as always with these assignments, we are going to begin with a lesson introduction. 4.03 is a video lab. You are not conducting the lab on your own. So you'll begin with the lesson introduction, which will give you some information about the lab that you will be completing today. Your mastery map is here and available for you. You're going to navigate through the screen with these blue or the gray arrows down here at the bottom of the page. And the first thing that it asks you to do is access the student guide. So you're going to download that. It will usually go to your downloads folder. Then we will move to the next screen. As that is loading, you can take a moment to open up your PDF student guide, and this information in the laboratory section tells you what we're going to be working on, the question that you're trying to answer today, and how density relates to buoyancy is what we are predicting. When you get to the investigation portion, it's going to tell you to access the lab guide. And it tells you here, this activity shows how data were taken in a lab exercise where the density and buoyancy of different blocks were studied. Take notes as you work and revisit different steps to be sure that you understand how data were collected. Now view the video to learn about the density and buoyancy of different blocks. This is the lab video that you will be watching in order to complete your lab report.
Hi, I'm Pat Keen.
And it's not a very long video. It's at about 4.5 minutes. Once you've completed all of this, then you will move on to completing your lab report. So you'll want to open up this document. And my suggestion when working on the lab report is to have your Word document with your lab report open in one half of the screen and your student guide open in the other half of the screen. So here is your student guide PDF. And this student guide gives you exact instructions step by step on how to complete your lab report. So it tells you here you will view a video. You will then be given experimental data to use in filling out your lab report. And here is that experimental data. So let's pull over our lab report document. I'm going to condense this so that it fits next to our PDF document. So the first question asks the goal of the lab or question you tried to answer. That is in both the video and the student guide as well as the lesson. Question 2, which observations, experiences, or lesson materials helped you form a hypothesis? This is coming from your own brain. You can also reference the Class Connect recording. We covered that on September 9th if you are a Monday, Wednesday, September 10th if you are a Tuesday, Thursday, and if you are a Monday only, we covered it on September 9th, and if you are a Wednesday only, we covered it on September 11th. So we worked on filling out the first 3 portions here. Question 4 asks you to use the data from your experiment to complete the data table. You are using this information from this data table. You will notice that there are 4 answers missing, 2 for density and 2 for percentage, and this is where you can get the formulas for those 2. So you're going to be filling those in, completing your data table, and then telling me in question 5, explaining if your hypothesis was correct or incorrect, and using your information to support your hypothesis. Please be sure to explain, otherwise you will lose some points, but everything you need to complete this lab is in the lab report or the Class Connect recording.